Hello. Hello, everyone. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. All right, so can you guys hear me very clear? Can you hear me, please? Confirm you can hear me. If you know you can hear me,
Yes.
please just give. Okay, that's great. Thank you very much for that. Hashtag. All right, everybody. Yeah, okay, that's for my day. iPhone at DB. All right, thanks for that. iPhone, I know you can hear me. Hi, everyone. Hi, Adisa. Adisa, nice to have you here once again. All right, so yeah, thank you very much. I can see that you can hear me. Great. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay, so I would not like to, take much of our time. I would like us to dive into the program as right? But before we dive into the program deeply, right, just like as usual, this program is going to come in 3 parts, all right? The first part will be introduction. We introducing ourselves. Yeah, talk about Amdor Analytics, what we do at Amdor Analytics, and then we dive into the practical part of the program, and after that, thereafter, we move into the how then do you get started. We now started talking about you and all of that things that you need to do to make sure that you are there. All right, thank you very much for joining us. All right, so I have let me say my person. I can call him a friend and yeah, a student here. All right, so I have Hashdeep, can you hear me clearly? Let me
Yes.
spot you so that others can see you. Just a second. All right, so everyone, thank you very much for joining. All right, this is Hashdeep. Hashdeep is our student and who started his journey with us
Okay.
at Amdor Analytics. Yeah, can you hear me clear? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you very much. All right, so Hashdeep is a student who started his journey with us at Amdor Analytics. And then just like whenever we are telling you what we do at Amdor Analytics, we are not exaggerating, we know what we do. Well, we are coming to Hashdeep very soon. Before we dive into start talking about Hashdeep, and he is going to talk about himself very soon, right? So let me dive into the program by welcoming us officially to this program. It's going to be an amazing one, as usual. As you guys know, what we do here is to deliver value, authentic one. So before we dive into that program officially, I want to welcome everybody, want to welcome you, want to know where you are tuning in from, want to know where you are joining us from, right? So my name is Chukwuka here, and I am joining you from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, if you don't mind, please can you tell us where you are joining us from? We want to know so that we can welcome you. So tell us where you are joining us from so that we can welcome you. Hi everyone. So just type, you can use the comments, the chat box. So you can use the chat box to tell us where you are joining us from so that we can welcome you. Okay, so let's keep that coming in, right? Just type so that we can welcome you. I know some people are joining from Kwara State. So, and of course, HDP here is joining from Canada. And others, please tell us where you are joining us from so that we can welcome you. Want to welcome you in an official way? I don't know. Tell us where you are joining us from. Okay, so if you don't want to do that, that's fine. That's fine. Uganda from Habib. Habib is joining from Uganda. Okay, thanks for having you here, Habib. Right, thanks for joining us from Uganda. Yeah, that's great. Welcome, and we are glad to have you here. It's always a pleasure to have everyone here. All right, so thanks for joining us. So now let's Niger. Okay, Adisa is joining us from Niger. I am Yusuf and I'm joining you from Kano State. Thanks very much, Yusuf, for joining us from Kano State. Yusuf, since I have seen you in our previous master classes. Thanks for always coming through. Thanks for always coming, right? We are glad to always have you here. And of course, we believe that one day you become part of our students, right? And of course, part of our testimony of what we do here at Amdor Analytics. Thanks for coming. Right. Yeah, we are glad to have you here. All right. So I know that some people are just joining us for the first time and some are not joining us for the first time. But officially, let's say for those that are joining us for the first time, I am Afolabi. joining from Ado Ekiti. Okay, that's from Nigeria. Okay, thank you very much for joining us from Ado Ekiti, Nigeria. Afolabi, we are glad to have you here. Right, so we know those that are joining us for the first time. If you are joining us for the first time, I want to say thank you for joining us, right? And of course, if you are not joining us for the first time, that you are a returning student, I want to say thank you again for coming, coming our way again. Of course, thank you very much. It's just to wear something, right? Now, today's program is going to be so amazing. We will not take much of our time because I want us to impart something. I want us to do something together, right? We are going to do something together. So let me talk about myself and then, yeah, what we do at Amdor Analytics. Of course, I cannot say that we will not introduce you to Amdor Analytics. Come on. So we are going to introduce you to Amdor Analytics. I don't know how many of you that have been joining our program, but let's say today is your first time joining our program. Now let's do something amazing, right? Let's talk about Amdor Analytics and of course, my humble self, and then, okay, so this is data analytics masterclass. So we are going to be looking at how then do you get started as a data analyst? How do you get started? You want to become a data analyst? How do you get started? But now, before we dive into that, right, I want to do something. I want to ask you this simple question. I don't know if you can, if you have someone here who can unmute his or herself to tell us why did that person want to transition into tech? Okay, or why do you think that data analytics journey is for you? Can we have someone that will share with us? Tell us why you want to transition into tech. So if you don't want to unmute yourself, that's great. If you want to use chat box, ask well, we will appreciate it. Okay, tell us why. What motivates you? You understand? There's some people that when they're having somewhere, they're sharing their testimonies of how they started their journey. Possibly they might be tech or any of their career field, and you are asking them what motivates you, to become a data scientist or to even become an economist. Now, I studied economics, so I'm an economist. I will talk about more of that, right? What motivates you to become an economist? And then we tell you, you know what? It's actually just because I know that World Economic Forum Future Jobs Report. Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. I want to say thank you for that, Ima. Ima, you the one joining us from, no, you're not the one joining us from Uganda. Okay. Yeah. World Economic Forum Future Job Reports. And that just is loose. Go and I believe that if you're here and you can actually make research to see that World Economic Forum future job report, right? Showing us that by 2030, a lot of jobs, I don't want to say that they will be, I don't want to use some words that will not be, official here, but then some words, some jobs might not really be as easy as possible because a lot of people will lose their job, right? A lot of people will lose their job, right? Now, thank you very much for that. Another person, do what motivates you? Why do you want to move into tech, or why do you want to feel, or why do you feel that data analytics is for you, right? Can you tell us, aim, I don't know if that aim is Ima, but that's, let me use the word Ima for you, right? So Ima said that is what economic forum fiction job reports. All right, thank you very much for that wonderful answer from you, Ima. I want to use the word Ima. I don't know what aim means, right? So thank you very much for that. If that Ima is not okay for you, please manage it from else, okay? Now let's talk about what we are here for. And then, of course, Ima is fine. All right, that's great. Thank you very much for joining us, Ima, and thanks for that. Right now, let's talk about some analytics and then why that word economic forum is say important, right? And why it's important. Yeah, thank you very much for that engagement, Ashley. Right now, let's talk about analytics. As you all know, welcome to Amdor Analytics. Now, as you all know, Amdor Analytics is an edtech company. I don't know how you heard about us. I don't know where you personally, some social media or someone referred you to Amdor Analytics and you feel like, come on, is this guys are doing amazing? I feel like it's something I can do. I don't know how you heard about us, but let's introduce you to Amdor Analytics and let's tell you what we do at Amdor Analytics, right? Amdor Analytics is an edtech company committed to empowering individuals to become global talents through our comprehensive and accessible training. Now, take note of something, right? Global talent. That's what we do here. Ima said something, right? This World Economic Forum report is something that should be, should bother everybody. Now, this thing people are predicting by 2030, there are some jobs might not be that useful. Let me use that word useful, right? Now, this is to tell you that you need to keep updating yourself. Of course, in as much as the world is moving into tech, you need to ensure that you are updated. Right? Aside from that, you need to ensure that you are not just learning anyhow skills, but you are learning skills that will make you global talent. I want to share something with you guys, and I will beat my chest and I will say it. The skills I have acquired so far, or where I am today, I am a global talent. You know why? Because I have in-demand skills. Right? There's no way I cannot work. There's no country, no country on this planet that I cannot, dive into and work with it, all right? And as much as they make use of data, and there's no country that makes use of data, and this is to tell you that acquiring in-demand skills, acquiring any of these in-demand skills will make you what? Global talent. And that's what we do at Amdor Analytics. We make sure that individuals are well equipped to become this global talent through our comprehensive training. Right now, our mission is to bridge the skill gap by equipping learners with the in-demand skills. I've mentioned in-demand skills before, and what are the in-demand skills now? According to the now, I don't know. Well, let me use that Ima as well, right? Now, Ima said something about the World Economic Forum. Now, reports. Now, according to that World Economic Forum report, right, there are some jobs that are in demand, right? Now, when we are saying that job is in demand, it simply means that anywhere you are, you can work. You can work with any company. There are a lot of people needs your skills, right? And these are some of the in demand skills. If you look at that World Economic Forum report, you see that there are some jobs then listed here to be what in demand skills, right? Now, what do we do as at Amdor Analytics? We look at those jobs that we know that are in demand skills. We said that it was us, because of the level of unemployment in Africa, particularly, we're going to make sure that what we equip individuals with this World Economic report. And if you are listening to news, I don't know, I saw this news today. That's I can't remember the name of that person because I didn't really take note of that person. She said, it's a woman, that the youth that she is encouraging the Nigerian youth that we should acquire in-demand skills. I saw it and I was so amazed. I was like, yeah, that's great, that's amazing, right? And that's what a lot of people are doing out there, not just to acquire skills, but acquire in-demand skills, right? And that's what we do at Amdor Analytics. Now, not just that, we enable learners to make informed decision-driven innovation. And of course, create positive change in the tech-driven world. Create positive change. Anywhere you are with your tech skills, you can do what? You can create positive change. And that's what we do at Amdor Analytics by equipping you to ensure that whenever you are, anywhere you go through, you'll be able to what? To create positive change. And we focus particularly in African countries to ensure that a lot of Africans get this in-demand skills. And our goal is by the year 2030, we have to make sure that most of African countries, Africans, are well equipped with what these in-demand skills. Of course, by that 2030, a lot of jobs will no longer be existing because AI and some other things will take these jobs, right? Now, with track record of success, we have trained over 3,000 participants, right? And of course, more than that, yeah, but over 3,000 participants. And we have given scholarship to a lot of people out there, a lot of universities, Nigerian universities. Currently, we give out 1,000 undergraduates individual scholarship to study data analytics and thereabout. Okay, so now we specialize in training individuals in the field of data analytics, data science, and business analysis. Now, take note of this. I want you to make research, right? What are those in-demand skills? If you pay attention to those in-demand skills, you will see that we have data science, we have business analytics, and we have data analytics, right? Now, we pay attention to those things and we said that what? We are going to pay attention to these in-demand skills and make sure that we are training individuals in those skills. And that's what we do at Amdor Analytics by equipping individuals with those in-demand skills that will make them what? Global talent. Now, as those are industry experienced professionals who are experts in their field, a lot of you guys here have seen our facilitators coming here to talk to you guys and see what these guys are doing. They are well loaded. One of my friends said to me last week, no, some days ago, when we had the business analysis class, right? He said that this facilitator is well loaded. Now, this is to tell you the lot of people that we are blanket in here, to talk to you guys, right? Or people that will be working with you throughout your program with us, right? So that's what we do, and that's what we are known for at Amdor Analytics. Now, let's talk about myself and whoever and other persons that will be working with me today, right? So my name is Chuko Kashin. I said it this earlier, and by God's grace, I'm the founder of Amdor Analytics. Right, we have been doing this for years. Yeah, Amdor Analytics is what we looked at and say, okay, we are going to make sure that we solve some problem, give back to the society, and we come together to make sure that we are doing it through our initiatives. Right now, yeah, this person that brought the idea, yeah, Wesley. So I'm a seasoned tech professional with over 7 years experience in data analytics and data science. Now, as the founder of Amdor Analytics, I have successfully guided individuals with no prior knowledge is in tech, right? And not just that, not just for you to acquire these skills, I have helped them to smoothly transition into tech and secure their first tech roles. And then you see a lot of them out there, so right? When we move down to the third version of this part of this program, you'll be seeing a lot of people that we have helped to make sure that they secure that a lot of them out there, right? Now, I am known for my straightforward and effective training method. Now, a lot of people that have been under my teaching will understand what I'm saying here. Because I have trained over 5,000 participants. Personally, I have trained over 5,000 participants. Yeah, I've been doing this over the years. Now, my expertise spans across telecommunication, governance, finance, and educational technology sectors, right? Now, let's talk about my person who is here with me. Hi, Hashdeep, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, please can you just turn on your video for some minutes and then talk to our audience? Just introduce yourself, your name,
1 second.
where you're joining us from. All right, that's great. Where you're joining us from, and then
Hi, I'm joining from Toronto. Like I joined Amdor Analytics in the August cohort, and they're teaching very good skills, like in-demand skills. Uh, and we and we're getting like value. I'm getting value from it. I learned like new Excel skills and a lot of new stuff, Power BI, and everything is so detailed. They clarify everything to the dot. Yeah.
all right, thank you very much for that. Okay, let me just interpret what he said. I believe we all understand what he said, right? So Hashdeep is our student who joined our program in the month of August, right? He enrolled, he joined masterclass. I remember the day he joined, and the day that I was like, after the masterclass, I said, please, can you guys turn on your video? Let's take a selfie. And I saw him, I was like, wow, that's amazing. Okay, hope you enjoyed the class. He said yes. And then later, he reached out to me and said, you know what, that's amazing. I want to enroll for this program. And he did. Okay, today he is enjoying. I don't want to say he enjoyed because his program is still ongoing, right? He is still enjoying our program, right? He started program, this data analytics journey with us in the month of August. Yeah, so they finished their Excel. And of course, tomorrow they will finish their Power BI and they will dive into their ones, their SQL. Right after that, he will start his internship program. Now, he said to me, like, you know what, something amazing about you guys is that this thing is so, so powerful. I don't know why Africans are not embracing it. Because while over here, like, it's quite expensive. It's quite long expensive if you want to do this training here. And you guys are doing it, peanuts, and
And I'm
nobody,
in Canada, and Canada is especially expensive.
Of course, very, very expensive. I'm telling you, okay, my very good person is in Canada. He is in one edtech company, just like what we do here. All right, he's training. I can't remember the name of the company again, but he is doing this thing there. He's training there in cybersecurity. And he said to me, what I'm saying here is truth before God. He said that the cybersecurity price there is 40 million. 40 million naira. For those of us that are in Nigeria, we understand what I'm saying. 40 million naira. But that's not what we are here for. We're here to learn something amazing, right? And of course, everyone, are we good? Are we good? So I'm going to share my screen and share with us what we are going to start with. So I hope we are all good. I hope we are all good.
Yep, I'm good.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, okay, all right. Thanks very much for that, Hashti. Okay, so now look at this together. Something amazing happened last week, right? I and a friend of mine we are trying to, know what are the job openings across different countries, and she said something. Can we try Canada? I said, okay, let's do that. We scraped the data from there. We are like, okay, let's look at job openings in the month of September. This thing we did it in the month of September. Okay, we scraped those data from the Glassdoor and Indeed. I know most of you know these platforms, right? You know Indeed and you know Glassdoor. These are where we have a lot of job openings, they are posted and thereabout. Now, we analyze the data. At the end of everything, we're able to see that these are the most in-demand skills, right? You can see here, number one, but job vacancies by skills. You can see what this is what Excel. Now, out of the job opening they have in the month of September in Canada, coming from these two websites, right? You can see that the highest in demand skills here is what Excel. Now, this is to tell you that Excel is underrated, right? I usually tell people something. You know what? A lot of people believe that I don't know, I don't want to learn Excel. Can you please dive me straight to Python or move me to SQL, right? It is still good, but then you need to start with those things that you feel like they don't matter, right? Excel is one of the in-demand skills out there. And of course, I will tell you for free, it takes underrated. Now, what do we do at Amdor Analytics? We don't just teach you Excel for a week, right? A lot of people will tell you, you know what, learn Excel for 1 week, you are good. Learn Excel for 2 weeks, you are good. No, and I believe I have a witness in this house who has they spent over 1 week, over 1 month learning Excel. Only Excel. They spent over 1 month learning Excel. This is to tell you how broad that Excel is, and it is what well needed, right? And you can see this is job vacancies by position. Now, after this, we dive into our own analysis. This is what we did last I think last week or thereabout, and I was like, okay, I will share with us here so that we understand why we want to use the tool that we want to use today. Right now, let's look at job vacancies by position. You can see that one of the job vacancies, the highest right of position of the job vacancies that we have there is what? Analyst. An analyst could be anything, right? Data analyst, business analyst, all these analysts and blah, blah, right? These are what job openings by what? By position. Now we have what? We have business analyst to follow it, then by data analyst. Now, this is to tell you when we are saying that we are focusing on those in-demand skills to ensure that you are well equipped. Now, not just you to acquire anyhow skill, acquire skills that will make you a global talent. All right. So from this, I want to show you then what the tool that we are going to be using today. Now, let's look at this tool together. Okay, this is Microsoft Excel. So we are going to be using Excel today because we have seen that Excel is one of the in-demand skills out there, isn't it? It takes. So we are going to be looking at Excel. Now, you and I, right? Or you and I are data analysts working for this organization. Now, let's look at this organization that we are working for. Right, so this is the idea. You are working in an organization. Please take note of something. You know, when you are working, I've actually asked a lot of people, or a lot of people have asked me this question, Chiyere, can you please tell me my life, let me say my day-to-day life as a data analyst? And I've shared with a lot of people, but I'm not going to go deep into that, right? Now, let's dive into this data we have here. Now, this is an organization data. Please take note. Let's explain the data very well. So before we understand what we'll be doing with this data, and of course, we are doing it together. You know, I said something, it's end to end. So you and I are going to work on this data together and see how we can bring out insights from this data. Now, why organization hiring a data analyst? Because they need something. They needed to bring out meaningful insight from their data that will help them to make informed business decision. Imagine you working in an organization that this kind of organization, right? And they've gathered this data. At the end of everything, let me tell you something. Whoever that is the CEO cannot make informed decision with this data. Yeah, they cannot. You know why? they'll find it difficult to make a fun decision because they'll be like, I don't even know which of this product is that am I selling more. All right. I don't even know where most of my customers are coming from. I don't even know if most of my customers are male or female, right? So that I'll be able to target my right audience very well. Now, let me tell you something about these things. Why organizations need to focus, pay more attention to their data. Now, because I don't know if any of you have actually, you're working with something, anybody that has to do with, working with Meta and about Facebook, Instagram, and about, you'll be seeing ads all up and down, right? Now, when they are running this ad, they want to find out, they're targeting right audience, they're targeting their audience. Who are their audience, right? Their audience could be male, female, and thereabout. And analyzing data helps them to understand that, oh, our audience should be male or female. You understand? So these are the things that they need to understand with their data. Now they've gathered this data and they want you to make decision with it, analyze this data, so that it will help them to make decision. If you are the data analyst in this company, all you need to do is to understand the data first. Please pay attention. When you be given or when they give you data understanding is very, very important. That's what we're about to do now. Number one, take note of something, data understanding. You have to understand your data, okay? You have to understand what each column stands for. What are their attributes? That's one thing you need to understand first. Why are you doing this? Because you want to bring out insights that will help the organization make informed business decisions. Now, let's dive into the express. Now, this is the data, right? This is the column. Now, this column is what? Date column that contains the dates that these goods were sold. Okay. Now, this is the customers. You can see it, customer. We have customer, high customer, and thereabouts. I have, so we have some customers that are high customer, low customer, and medium customer. Actually, you don't know what it stands for, right? And that's where sometimes as a data analyst, you ask questions in the organization. What does this thing stand for? I always tell my people something. Do not forget to ask questions. It's important that you ask questions, okay? Now, this is a salesperson, right? Now, salesperson is just like, sales representative, that's what it means, all right? These are the four sales. They have what? About, 7 salesperson. Now, let me tell you something, right, with this data. If I'm the data analyst, to be honest, I can look through this data and I will not make any meaningful decision with this data unless it is being analyzed. Right? And if I'm the CEO of this data, of this organization, trust me, let's not I want to find out who is the most active salesperson in this company. You understand? I want to see what is my sales guys, who is really, really working. Where are most of my sales coming from, right? Because of course, some employee can just be so funny and they just want to fill in the gap. You understand? They just want to stay there and they're not making any move, but they're not doing it. At the end of the month, they are waiting for
Or
their
they
monthly.
can be sabotaging the data. We don't know.
I didn't get that.
Or they could be sabotaging the data. We don't know that yet.
Yes, trust me, they might be sabotaging the data. Yeah, we don't know yet until we analyze it. Trust me, yeah, we don't know yet until we analyze it, right? So now, this is the age of the customer. You can see their customer age, right? Okay, let me drag it so that you can see it. So this is the customer. I want to know the customer, the gender that is actually patronizing me. Okay, you might want to know, but we might not go so deep into the data. So this is the customer agenda. This is the state of these customers, and this is product category. All right. There are two sales of different things. So let's see, there are two sales of accessories, clothing, and phones. So, and this is subcategory. Of course, you can see the payments option. So they have online, they have cash, they have POS. Oh my God. So they have POS. So we have quantity, we have cost price, and have selling price. Okay. So just few seconds, let's do something amazing with this data. So what's the first thing we need to do? We need to understand, we have understood that data. Yeah, data understanding, just like I said. Now I'm going to convert this data to table. Okay, it's just like it's range now. It's not yet table, okay? So what I do, I will convert it to table using what we call structural references. So I'll do Control A, Control T, okay? Control A, Control T, and I'm gonna click on OK. And where you can see where it's asking me my data has header, and I said yes. So here, So on this column, tab here, you can see my table name here to be table 1. This is it here where we have table 1. I can change the name of this table to my name. I can change it to anything, but take note of something. When you're changing the name of your table, please note that there won't be spacing between anything that you're doing. Instead, use underscore. Let's assume I want to use my name, Chukwuka Chinyere. Now, I'm not supposed to put space between Chukwuka and Chinyere. The only thing I can do is to what? Bring the two words together or use underscore, right? So you can see where we have table and we have 1. Now, they did not put space there. Instead, they bring it to words, right? They concatenate the words together. So I don't want to change the name. I will leave it at that table 1. I will leave it as table 1. Okay, so let's dive into the analysis now. Just a second. Okay, so now I'll come to my inserts. So this insert here, I have what? I have inserts, and I want to insert my pivot table. Now let's talk about pivot table. Now pivot table is actually advanced table, right? Advanced, we can call it advanced. No, do advanced function they are inside Excel. Now, what's the need of pivot table? Now, I want to analyze my data and I want to put them into different charts so that it's able to help me, it's able to help the customer make informed decision. It's able to help the customer make informed decision. So what do we do here? We go to insert, right? And we come to this pivot table here. We come to this pivot table there, and then we select what from table. Now, why are we selecting from table? Because pay attention, a few minutes ago, I converted my data to table. Okay, I converted it to table. Now, it's asking me for the name of my table. Take note, I told you guys that the table was what? By default, it was what? Table 1 by default, this table 1. So I'm going to name it, type what? Table 1. Please, no space. Table 1, no space. And I will select what's okay. Now, look at here where we have location, right? This location is showing me that this is where this thing is. If you want to change it, you can change it. Like if you want to change the location, you can change it. And then click on what? Okay, sorry. Just a second. So if you want to change it, you can change it and then click on okay. So what are we doing now? We are inserting what? The pivot table. This is my Excel hanging. So just a second. Just a second. Yeah, we have it now. So we have it now. So what's the first thing I want to do? Okay. Let's say I want to see the total sales. So you can see it here, cost price. I want to see the total cost here. And I will highlight it. Just highlight it, okay? And then you can see selling price here. You can see cost price here, all right? Okay, so I'm going to just focus on one. I wanted to do my DAX here to bring the two tables and do price times quantity. I should have done it here. Okay, let's do something here. Let's do something. On this table, I want to get my what? My selling price, okay? Sales, or you call it your revenue. Revenue is after everything, you minus all the sales, you get your revenue. But let's call it revenue. Okay. So what do I do? I'll do what? Equal to price. Okay. Cost price multiplied by quantity. Okay, price times quantity. So that gives us this. Price times quantity gives us our revenue. So I'll go back to my data here. So you know that I've just inserted a new column there. So what do I do here? I'll come to this my data, right? I will come to this data and under here you can see refresh. I'll just say what refresh all. Now why am I doing this? Because that column that I inserted has not yet refreshed here. All right, so if you scroll down there, you see that column here. This is it here. So I'm going to highlight it. So this is it here. So this one, I will take it off. I don't need that cost price, okay? So I'll just work with this. Now with this, I want to see revenue by salesperson, okay? By salesperson. So we have salesperson here, right? We have salesperson. So this is actually what these guys are bringing to the table. Let's use that word. Okay, what they are bringing to the table. Now, what do we do? The first thing we need to do is to format this. You can see that we have some words. It's actually currency figure, right? And we need to add currency figure here. And not just that, right? If you pay attention here, you can see that we have values that has 2 decimal places. I want to yank off the decimal. What I do, I'll highlight the value. Then I'll go to my home, come to my number here. You can see general here under this general, right? You can just change the currency to any currency of your choice if you want, right? Because it's actually currency. So you give it a currency figure. Right, and then decrease decimal. So you can see it. I don't want to give it any decimal points. I don't want to say that it's 2 decimal, 1 decimal. I don't want to give it any decimal. I'm just giving it to what I have here. Now, the next thing I need to do was, now I have seen this. Now, let me explain something to you. Do you know with this is cool. Now, imagine this thing. Look at what we have. Look at this. Pay attention to this. Let's look at this together. This is the column, right? This is the column where we have our salesperson, Now we have a lot of data here. You can see it here. Till we have over, you can see what, 34,000 and above. Let's say 34,866, because one column is out of there. Right, so that's the column that's the row that we have inside this data. Okay, now let's look at this. How we'll be able to manage how pivot table has helped us to even, check these things and remove all those duplicate values and give us the unique. I don't want to talk about it now anyways, but now let's move into this. Now we have seen how much these guys are bringing to the table, right? Or how much these guys are here. What are let me see their contributions to the company. And this helped me to make decision. Let's assume I want to give award to any of my most selling salesperson, right? Or most valuable salesperson. What do? I can't say that is my favorite, that is the most valuable salesperson, right? It's to what they're bringing, their effort, your contribution to the company. And with this, we can be able to know that, oh, this salesperson cover how many social amount of sales in the month of this. The other salesperson, he or she covers some amount of sales in the month of this, right? With this, we'll be able to see it. But let me tell you something. This is cool. This is nice, but not yet there. Because if I am the CEO, I will stress my eyes to know who is number one. I don't know if you understand. So the best way for us to do this is for us to what? Put it into charts. We put it into charts, okay? Now, we go to insert. Now, pay attention. This is our chart, right? Go to insert and you look for what? Or you go through here. You can go anywhere. So you can go. You can see I'm just going to pivot table analyze anyways. Or you go here. You can see pivot table analyze. Now go back to pivot charts. That is what we are looking for. And you can see it here. Amazing. I want to select bar charts. Okay. I want to select chart, this bar chart, clustered bar chart. And let's go. I'll click on OK. And I'll click on OK. Now this is it. But now please take notes. I want to format this. Let it look good. Click on this. Yank up these values. Now come to this, right? Click and hide a few buttons on the chart. Right here. Yank up this. So here I'll give it a title, right? This is what total sales, or we call it revenue by salesperson. So what did I do? I'll remove that to the idea. I will call it what? Revenue by sales person. Okay, now this is the title of it here. Now this is it. But now let me tell you something, right? This is cool, this is nice. But to me, it's not yet good because this chart is not well arranged. Okay, it is not arranged in our sending. Is it I want to do it, arrange it in ascending order, descending order. No, let me say that the person that is most valuable, let's use the word valuable salesperson, should be at the top, right? So how do we do that? Now I'll come to this value that I have here, right? Click on this value and then I'll see sort. Now it depends on how you want to see it. For me, I want to see it from largest to smallest, right? From largest, you can see largest under to smallest, or you do from smallest to largest. So let's do it again, just on this value. Right click on anyone, right click on anyone, come here and say what? Smallest to largest. You can see it here. Now, this is with this, I can see and I can know, tell you that what the number one salesperson here is what is remoter. You can see it here, right? Followed by Fisayo and blah, 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 blah. You can see it, right? But with this, you can't be able to make decision. Now, this is to tell you how important it is, to have a data analyst or an analyst, right? It could be business analyst in your company because it helps you to make informed decision. Let's assume that you are the CEO of this organization and you want to give a bonus to these guys. Trust me, you'll find it difficult because there's some people that are just cool like me, right? But then they work on the ground. You understand? There's some people they don't even make noise but they bring something to table, right? And there's some people that they're just everywhere, but at the end of everything, they got nothing. You understand? I want to give out something to those that bring out something. You understand? You bring down something, you get something, you go out, you sales, you make profits, and then you bring it home. Right? Not just everybody, some people that are just everywhere. Now with this, I'll be able to know that this my remoter here is my amazing person. And of course, the end of the year party, she is going home. I don't know, I think that this is Muslim, this female name, right? And she is going home with something amazing. Okay, this is number one shot. Let's keep it this way. So I'm going to create another sheet again, worksheet. You call this thing worksheet, right? So this should be our our dashboard. So I'll come here, I'll call it this, right? We have done this. Okay, I'll take it to where? To this. All right, I'll drop it here. So this is our salesperson, right? This is our salesperson. Now let's go back to data now. Please take note of something. Now let me explain something to you guys. Sometimes when you're working in an organization, they might not tell you what you should do. Okay, it has happened to me over and over and over and over. Right, sometimes they will give me data, I would be like, yeah, we know that you're an expert, right? Look through this data, bring that insight that will help us to make decisions. Now, what do? You have to understand the data. That's why I said something when we started, that data understanding is important, right? And anytime, one thing that helps me, or usually help me anytime I'm working in an organization, that is just what I will see myself as the CEO of that company, right? Now, if I'm the CEO, what I want to see. Okay, sometimes organization might not give you, what you need to do. What do you want it to do? Bring out that expertise, use it inside our data and bring out inside that will help us to make decisions. You understand? So that's just the vibe. So let's go back again. Now, if I'm the CEO, I would like to find out, the gender. Okay, I want to find out which of the gender is patronizing my company more. Is it the male or the female? So that we know we have to target my audience, right? So let's go back now and see how we can do that. So I'm going to come back here. Okay, so sorry about that. I will do something. I don't want to go back to start inserting. So I will copy this, insert this. So with this, I'm going to take off the salesperson and then look for gender. Okay, so we have gender. This is amazing. We have gender. Now, what I do, I will insert value inside it immediately. Hope everyone is enjoying. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Ashley. Hope everyone is enjoying, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying this session, right? But please give me a thumbs up. Now, motivate me. If you're not enjoying, just be honest. Right? If you're not enjoying, just be honest. And if you're enjoying this section, please give me a thumbs up or just type something. Type something in the comment section. Let me know that yes, you are enjoying the program. Can we get you guys? Let's know those that it's cool. Okay, from Taiwo or Seju from Taiwo. Taiwo, thank you very much for that. Taiwo said that it's cool. Okay, every other person, are we enjoying it? We are trying to make it very simple for you to understand where you need to ask questions, right? If you're working in an organization and they give you data, I'm enjoying it here. Kudos. Thanks very much for that, dear Adisa. So you have to understand that, oh, this is where I need to ask questions. This is where I don't need to ask questions. This is what is expected of me. You understand? That's why we are bringing it down for you to understand. Okay, we bring it down to your level so that you'll be able to understand that, right? So that the next thing I need to do, I have in what? Analyze this thing, right? This is my sales revenue by gender. Why do I want to find out my revenue by gender? Because take note of something. Aside from you having this technical skills, you have to have another soft skills called critical thinking skills, right? The critical thinking skills will help you to, know where to ask questions and where not to ask questions, right? It helps you to think outside box. What is the needed? What's expected of you? That's what critical thinking skills does, right? Now, I have seen that, oh, there is a gender, there's a calling called what? Gender. Now, I want to find out how many people are representing or buying goods from these guys. Now, go to my gender, right? And I'll do what? I will select the chart. Now, the question is, which of the chart that I want to use? You can use any one of your choice, but permit me to use my donut chart, okay? Permit me to use donut chart. So this is donut chart. Now, what I do here, I will format it, okay? I will format it. Then come here. I will rename this title here. So I'll call it what? I'll call it revenue by gender. Okay, so revenue by gender. So this is it here. So what I do, I will take it to my dashboard. So I have it here. So here, so let's look for one more shot. Let's look for one more shot that we are going to give to this company so that they will know, oh, this is where you are working and this is what you need to do. And let me tell you one amazing thing about working with an organization. I have done this over the years, right? I'm telling you, most times they don't need those. I don't know how many of you that are on LinkedIn, you see those amazing shots you are seeing there. Don't be deceived. Take that for me. If you have not taken anything from me today, please take that for me. Some stakeholders, they don't need those charts. They need just keep it simple. All right, keep it simple. Don't bring confusion. Just keep it simple. And most of them, to be honest, right, what they need is just this column chart. Is it that cluster column chart or bar charts? That's what they just need. You see those five charts out there? Please take that from me. I am speaking from experience. I've worked with a lot of stakeholders and I know what I'm saying. All right, so they don't need those five charts. Those ones, if you are doing something for yourself, right? Or you are working on any competition or thereabouts, you can use that. But then the organization just wanted to keep it simple. They just want to keep it simple, right? So now let's do something again. Now I can say that there is a lot of them having something like we have a column where we have cell category and others, right? So I want to see subcategory. Okay, let's look at category. So this is revenue by what? By category. By category. They have subcategory, they have category. You might want to do it here like this to find out, oh, which of the goods are we getting most of our sales from, right? Which of the goods are we getting most of our sales from? And I'm going to insert this. I'm going to insert this, okay? Yeah, the next thing I need to do, right, is to make sure that my bars are well arranged. Now, what do I mean by well arranged? I want to put it in ascending order, right? And of course, change the title. This is important, okay? Because if you're working, they want to see what is this chart talking about. Okay, now giving your chart good title is important, like 100% important. They want to see what that chart is actually saying. All right, so now here, what do we do here? We give it a name by what? Revenue by category. By category. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing again I would like to do is to sort it. I'll come to this value here. Please pay attention. It's on this value that you do what you will do it. I will do it from largest to smallest. Just like I said, you might want to do it anyhow. Another thing again, right? Let's just give it those data labels, right? You can put data table, you can put, but I would love to put data labels. Now, what do I want? Because to be honest, right? What these guys they want to see everything. Okay, they want to see everything, the way it is, the way it appeared, and thereabouts. Okay, they wanted to show them. And let's look at this together. Sorry about that. Let's look at this together. Now, if you are the CEO, right, you don't need to stretch your eyes to understand these charts. I'm telling you for free. You don't need to stretch yourself to understand these charts. You know that, okay, you can see that the highest value or highest revenue is coming from this, your product phone. Okay, you can see it's phones, right? And this is the amount you are getting from these phones. Now we have what? We have accessories, and this is the amount we are getting from accessories. Now, how do I don't know if you guys understand how I added this, right? So let's do it here. I will come to this value. Just click on this thing. You see this plus sign here. Click on this plus sign and you will see what? Data labels. You can see data labels. Just click on it and then go back and click on it back again. So to get these things, they're very simple. So let's do it here. Let's do it here. Data labels. Okay, data labels. So this, you might want to bring this thing out. You understand? Yeah, bring it out so that people will be able to see the value. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, that's just it about these ones. Okay, bring it down. So with this, right, we can see. Okay, one thing again, I want to show us. For me and myself, right? I would like to see because I have a column where we have the states, all right. I want to see where most of our sales are coming from. You understand? And that I think that's we did it last chart. We are going to see here. I want to see what is that state or where in particular are most of my sales coming from? Now, let's use Dangote as example. We are in Nigeria. Sorry, pardon me. I still to use Nigeria as example. Okay. So now we are in Nigeria. Okay, let's use Dangote as example. And we all know Dangote cement sells in most states in Nigeria. Now, if you are Dangote cement, right, or you are the Dangote, and you want to find
Did
out
you
which
use
of
like
these.
pounds? What currency did you use?
No, I'm using Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm using Nigeria. Okay, so now I want to find out which of the states are most of my sales coming from. Okay, it is important that you understand this because as a source person or as a business person, you need to understand where are your sales coming from. Now with this, let me show you something that we will do. Right, back dates. Just a second. Let's get a field card back. Okay, so I'm going to yank off this product category. I will yank it up. I will look for states. Okay, this is states. This is states. Now, this is all our sales by states. Wow, the 36 states in Nigeria. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, see what we are going to do. We are going to select top 5. Okay, or top 10. Let's do top 10. Top 10 states where most of their sales are coming from. Let's look at top 10 states where most of their sales are coming from. Now, how do we do that? How do we do that? We'll come here, right? We'll come here. You can see this button here. You can see value filters. Value filters. Well, when you come to value filters, you see what's top 10 here. You see top 10. Now, when I select top 10, you can see it here. Top 10 values by what? Some of the revenue. So I'm going to click on OK. Now you can see these are the top 10 states where most of these guys' sales are coming from, the top 10 states. Now, the next thing is, now take note of something. You might want to do top bottom, okay, bottom 10, bottom 5, but I'm doing top, right? Just like what I did here, you can still do, why it is top 10, you can do bottom 10, right? And notice something, you can do top 5, but I used 10. I used 10, okay? So let's go back and insert values. I will insert this. I will select this and I'll click on OK. So I have this. I have this. So I need to filter. Sorry, I will need to hide that stuff. Okay, so come here. And with here, I will do what? I will say top 10 states by revenue. Top 10 states by revenue. All right, so this is amazing. So I need to carry it to my dashboard. So I'll come here and I'll drop it here. Okay, so I'll drop it here. So just a second to bring our web thing here. Just a second. I want to move it very well. Keep it well. Okay, so another thing again I want to take care of is the background. This background, I want to take care of the background, okay? And I don't know about you, but I want to give it something this way, something like this, something like this. Okay, something like this. Okay. I zoomed out a bit so that you'll be able to see all the charts at once. So you'll be able to see all the charts at once. So I feel like I should just have it two charts, two line. This way, this way, and then of course this, but not too much. Okay, so that's it makes sense. And don't forget, our chart, you need to give it a name. So here, we drop it here, this one, and we drop it here, right? When you zoom out a bit, you'll be able to see all your charts at once. You can see it here. You can see it. Now, what's the next thing I need to do? Please pay attention. It's important that you understand this thing, please. Very, very important. Right, over the years that I've been working, one thing I noticed, right, is that when you worked for companies, right, please, they have a lot of dashboard that other people have created, like, has designed for them. What you need to understand is what, ensure that you named your dashboard, right? You named your report. Let's use that word, report, okay? Make sure that you name it. So how do I do that? I will insert the name of this my report, and of course, I'm going to give it name. And I'll call it the analytics. Okay, the analytics reports. Okay. So Control A to highlight that value. Come back here. I'll change it to any chart of my choice. I love to use Georgia. For those that have been in my classes, okay. So I love to use Georgia and then increase the value. So another thing again I need to do, if you pay attention, we have white background here, white background here. So I need to take up that white background. I will go click on this shape view, and I will say what? No view and what? No outline. No fill and no outline. So that just to remove this. Now I have done that. So let's proceed again. If you feel like, okay, this is good. I don't know the color that you want to use, but let's say that you want to change the color. You can come here, change the color of the value. You understand? You can change the color of the value. So that's the text. That's what I mean. So here, all this white background that we have here, you can remove it and add anything of your choice. Okay. So let's go. Let's just do something 1 or 2. Let's just do something. I can do Control 1 here. Okay, Control 1 to to filter it. You can see fill. You can see we have white. Okay, we have white. Okay, let's say we want to change it to something this. You understand? You can change it to anything of your choice. Okay, I change it to anything of your choice. Anything, you can see me changing it, right? You can see me changing. I think I love this. I'm using my second screen and I think it's okay. Don't mind me. You can change it to anything of your choice. Okay, so I will come here. Now, if you're using this, please take note of something. If you're using something like this, you are meant to make sure that this your text, right, is text pure black. And of course, it's pure black, okay? Your text here, that what's pure black. Now, I will click on this bar here. You can see this bar here. When you click on that bar, you might want to increase it. Okay, you can see me increasing the bar here. You can want to increase it and then change the color to fit into what you are doing here, to fit into what you are doing here. And of course, I've selected that color. I want to select something this way. You understand? But please take note of something. Take that for me. If you have not taken anything from me today, all the CEOs, right? It's not everybody that want to see those colors, those fine colors. No, they are not interested in the color. They're interested in your analysis. Okay. Don't use something so flashy. Don't use something so flashy. Okay. So just use something so simple, something simple, right? Now let's it's this now. So let's look at what we have here. If you pay attention to what we have here, It's still the color of the bar is not totally off the color of the background I'm using here. Okay, so these are the things that you need to be looking at when you are analyzing your data. Very, very important. Then look at what we have here. Right now, from what we have here, you can see not totally too different from the bar. And that's what I always tell my people. Please, when you are working on something, note takes that not everybody want to see those fine, fine colors, right? Not everybody want to see those fine, fine colors of yours. Just a second, please. Just a second. Okay. Just give me a second, okay. So not everybody want to see those fine colors, right? They want you to go straight to the point and analyze whatever you want to analyze, and then give them the decision, the analysis that will help them to make that decision. Now let's look at what we have here. I will not go back to start, cleaning and formatting everything, but you have seen that I formatted one. Okay, let's just do one again. So that let's just give it that color. So I'll click on this. I'll go to my format painter and select this. So most times it doesn't really work. Let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, no work. Okay, so let's go back and start our own here. Let's start our own here. I think this, yeah, this is what we use. And these bars, okay? So click on these bars and then look for color for the bars. I think this is what I selected. Yes. So select something amazing like this. And of course, do the same thing here. That one, you can just want to choose anything of your choice, just like what I have here. And for this, select this, make sure that you select this, and then change the color to something this. And then come here, select this again, change the color of that one to something, maybe something like this. Okay, so you see that we are using two colors. Let's go back so that you understand what we are doing here. Okay, with this, I have done this. Okay, let's do this ASAP. So this one, now it's important that you make it look good. I'm being honest. It's important that you make it look good. And do you know something about these things that we're doing here? You don't really need much. You don't need much, right? Good day, madam. All about adding a legend to the chart. Yeah, so there is already legend. Look at it here, right? Look at it here. And you can see the chart title here, and you can see the data label here. So when you mean legend, this is legend. So that's why you can see when I off it, you can see there's no legend again. And when I turn it on, you can see this is legend. You understand? This is legend for this. Okay, if it's this one, yeah, you can add legend for this. Okay, you can come here and then you add legend. Now, when you add the legend, right? You start writing it that these ones are for what says our, but I don't use that because why? If you pay attention to what we have here, you can see we're actually looking at what sales by what revenue by salesperson. And this is why it's giving us what the values of what each salesperson has contributed to the company. You can see it here. All right. So just like this one, that you have the regent to be female, the F is what the female, and the M here is what is the male. All right. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for that contribution. I don't know who's where I got the answer from, but that thank you very much for that. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, this is what we have. And don't forget, like sometimes you need to make sure that the text values, right? The text values are 100% black. As you can see it, the text values make it 100% black. Okay. All right, thank you very much. So you can see, I don't know, do you guys learn anything? Do you see how we'll be able, under a few minutes, we'll be able to do that? But that's not all. That's not all. You know what I always tell people, right? Now, analyzing your data, getting your data insights and blah, blah, is good. But do you know another thing again? Another wonderful part of this thing is what? Recommendation and storytelling. Tell story with your data. Tell people that, okay, this is what it takes and this is what you need to do. That's why you are a problem solver in an organization. Now, a data analyst is not just to come to your data, analyze it and bring out insights and then go back and see that. No, you say it, you watch. I always tell people, you are not just that. You are a problem solver. Now, let's look at this together. Let's look at what we have here together. Now, if you pay attention here, you can see that the highest sales by, let's say, revenue by gender, we can see that the highest revenue by gender is coming from what? Is coming from female. Now you can see it here. When you hover your cursor there, you can see what? F, which simply means female. All right, this is where the highest revenue is coming from by gender. And this is to tell me that if I'm the data analyst in this company, or if I'm the one in charge of the sales, I have to target more female. I have to target more female, right? Now let's look at this together. Now this is sales, yes, by what? By revenue by salesperson. Now, this time the CEO of this company, I'll find out what is this person doing, right? This rate, why is this so low? Why? What's going on with him? What are these guys doing there? At least these top two guys, right? What are they doing that these guys are not doing well? These ones, do they need tutorial? Do they need teaching? Do they need coaching, right? These are the things I need to, look into and find out how to sort that out. All right, so now let's look at the revenue by category. Now revenue by category, you can see the highest revenue is coming from what? Phones, right? And followed by what? Accessories, and then clothing. This is to tell you that people really need phone. Nobody can do without phone now, but people can do without clothes. Right? Yeah, let's look at the top top 10 states by revenue. Now with this, you can see that what Lagos, where we have the highest sales, right? We have the highest sales, you can see it here, followed by Abuja, and then Abia, what's this Adamawa. Okay, yes, we have other states here. Now, if you are the one, let me ask you guys, right? If you are the one that have, let's say you are the one that analyzes data, what would be your recommendation for this company based on what we have done? We did this thing together, right? We did it together. So what would be your recommendation for this company? Because tell me, let me be honest with you, these are what you are doing, or what you'll be doing for an organization as a data analyst. Like, it's not past 6-1, okay? These are what I want you to do. These are what they're expecting from you, okay? What will you advise them to do as a data analyst? What will you advise them to do? What will you advise them to do? Let me take that. Let me listen to us and see how many people that are following us. How many of us are following us? Okay. Okay, so I don't know how many people that are honestly following me, but let's say, okay, somebody want to say something. Just a second, let me ask him to unmute. Okay, Emmanuel, please go ahead. I've asked you to unmute. Hi, Emmanuel, please go ahead and speak. You need to unmute yourself.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, if I was the person analyzing this data for my company, I will pay much attention to the states with the low sales, states like Anambra, and employ same strategy we are using in Lagos and Abuja to see if it will work there to increase sales.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you very much for that. Emmanuel. So any other person, let's hear from you. This thing is just like, it's very simple. It's not, okay. It's very simple. Is there anybody that want to say something? Want to say something based on what we have done here? We did it together. Okay, we did it together. So, let me call you by name now, since you don't want to talk. So let me call you. I'm seeing Okenwa. Okenwa, are you there? Is it my own Okenwa that I know? Hi, Okenwa, are you there?
No,
So I
you
want to make sure that you...
name. I'm here. Long time.
Okay, I said I do my own Okenwa that I know, and
I
truly she's the
know
one.
that. I meet you.
Welcome, how are you doing, man?
Fine.
All right. Okay, so let's ask another person. Taiwo Olatuji. Taiwo, are you there? Hi, Taiwo.
Hi, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know. Do you have anything to say concerning what we have done? If you are the one that analyzes data, what should be your recommendation for the company?
Yes, if I were the one, assuming I'm the CEO, looking at the data at a glance, it gives me a lot of information, and I will be able to make, significant decision on the next step or what to do, especially in the area of sales by revenue. So that's it.
Okay, thank you very much for that contribution, Taiwo. I really appreciate. So any other person that want to say something? If not, let's move into another thing. So any other person that want to say something? If you don't have anything to say, I have something to say. Okay. Who is Kenny M? Kenny, are you there? Hi, Kenny, are you there? Okay, let's say that you have all answered well. You guys answered well, to be honest, right? You answered well, just like what the first speaker said, right? If I'm the one in charge of this, I want to find out what are these guys doing with other states where they're making this much revenue that they are not doing in other states, right? And so that they'll be able to incorporate such strategy. So that, of course, the goal of every organization is to make sales, isn't it? Is to make sales. And not just make sales in a particular area, but across its sectors, across its branches, okay? So if I am the CEO, I want to find out what have you been doing in other countries, in other states that we have not been doing or we have not done here. So I'll find out how we can incorporate that in order to work to get more sales from all other states. All right, thank you very much. And then God bless you. Now let's dive into, you have seen how many sales, right? How many sales or what it takes for these guys to for us to analyze this data. Now the goal is that I've seen these things. Yeah, truly, I don't understand everything you've done here. And to be very honest with you guys, right? You cannot use an hour or 2 hours section to say that yes, you are now a data analyst. No, you can't use 2 hours to define your Excel and start saying that wow, I can even use any Excel. When you bring the Excel, now I've attended Amdor Analytics masterclass and I've seen how it's easy to use this thing. You need to sit down and understand every other things that what you need to understand in the book of, let's use that word, the book of Excel, because Excel, to be honest, is broad. And you have seen that a lot of jobs are demanding what the skill of what a data analyst or whoever analyst that can use what Excel. Excel is underrated, but as well, there's no sector. There's no sector that doesn't use Excel. A lot of people have said to me, do you know what? If after acquiring your Excel class and attending your Excel classes, to be very honest, I'll use it to get a job that will feed me for life. And that's what it is, right? And I will tell you for free for over the years I've been doing this, and I know where these skills has, taking me to, and I also said something. I said something when we started. I said the goal is for you to become a global talent, not just to acquire this skill and sit down workplace. No, with you acquiring this in-demand skills, you can work anywhere, any day, and of course. Now, let's talk about how you can get started. Now, you have seen that Excel is one of the in-demand skills, just like what we showed you guys when we started earlier. The dashboard we created, and I didn't form the data, not at all. And of course, none of my team member formed the data, but this data, we scraped it. And this data is not from any component, right? The data we use for that dashboard, the first dashboard I showed you guys, this dashboard, right? The data we use from this dashboard, nobody in my company formed the data. We did not form the data, not from any company. We scrape the data online. You can see it from job opening, and you can see what Excel to be one of the what in-demand skills that they are looking out for them. Now, it simply means that if you acquire only Excel tool, right, you're good. But then I don't advise that because sometimes some organizations might need you to understand how to use Power BI, some of all these visualization tools, which is very good, right? Now, let's go back to how then do I get started? How do I learn all these things? How do I become a data analyst? Yeah, actually, I've seen amazing things that you have done and you have said. Now, I'm good with all that you have said, but you know what? Yeah, how do I start? Okay, how do I become a data analyst? Now, let's dive into that. So we have looked at the practical part of this program. You know, I told you guys that this program is in three folds, right? We have looked at how we've introduced Amdor Analytics, what we do, and we've looked at what the practical part of this program. Now, the goal is how do you, because the goal here is not me, that is you. We are interested in you. We want you to become that global talent that that you desired. We want you to have that work-life balance that you desired. I will say it over and over again. I'll be working for close to how many years of my life now, and trust me, I have not been to any office, and I've worked for a lot of companies across the globe. Recently, I signed a contract with one company in UK. Now, this is to tell you that you can be anywhere and you can work anywhere in as much as you have in-demand skills. Don't be deceived. This skill is not something that you say that, come on, if I have these skills, I don't need to work anywhere. I don't know why you are scraping on my screen, guy. Right, so okay, let's believe that that was a mistake. Please don't do that again. Thank you very much. Right, so maybe that's what is you want to see if you can hit my if you can stop the guy from pushing that. Okay, I have done that so that he will stop, he will stop pressing his laptop. So I have done that from here. All right, thank you very much for understanding. Now, why do I need to choose Amdor Analytics to start this program? A lot of people have been like, okay, I've acquired these skills over and over. Now, you are going to listen to these guys. You are going to listen to the guys that have done this thing somewhere else and they still come back. And you listen to Hashdip, and Hashdip is still here. Hashdip is an Indian guy who has done this. Oh, no, he has not done it, but he has an Indian guy who has seen that these guys, Amdor Analytics, there's something about this guy. Just like I said, he attended our masterclass just like you, and he was like, wow, these guys are doing amazing. I know what, I'm going to enroll for their program. And he enrolled. I'm trying to tell you that he is here and he's testifying how he is enjoying the program. Now, let's talk about why you need to choose Amdor Analytics for your data analytics program. Number one thing you need to understand is what instructor-led program. Now, why am I saying instructor-led program? Right? Just like you can see me, I am seeing you, I'm talking to you, and you are listening to what I'm saying. All right. So your instructors will be there with you to guide you, hold your hands, and then show you what you need to do. Now, this one is not like somebody is giving you a video out there to say, okay, you know what, go and watch one video there. No, you are there with you. We are there with you one-on-one, just like what I'm saying here. I will share my screen, you are seeing me, and I'm seeing you. I'm not seeing you anyways, but then you are seeing me, right? So that's amazing. I mean, amazing thing about acquiring your technical skills from Amdor Analytics, because nobody's going to refer you to any video to go and start watching. You are there with your facilitators. You ask questions. It's a two-way something. You ask questions, they respond. Now, another thing again, why you should choose Amdor Analytics for your data analytics, business analysis, and data science program is what? Number two thing is what? Real-world case study. Right? Real world case studies, and you have seen it. Just like what I showed you guys before we started, how we scrape this data. Now, these are real world case studies that when you build, you add it to your portfolio, and you add it will boost to your portfolio, right? People will look at it and say, come on, these guys have worked on what projects? Imagine you working as a data analyst and working on a real world case studies. Do you know what it means? Right? These are the projects you are going to be working on. And trust me, this program is project-based. Nobody's giving you PDF to go and read. And of course, I have people here who has attended our program, and I have Okenwa. Okenwa has attended our program, right? Now, this is to tell you nobody is going to give you any PDF to go and say, okay, go and read, be reading this PDF now. Where are you? Are you in page 10? Are you in page 20 now? No, not at all. It is what project-based from the beginning of the program till the end of the program. It is all project-based, and that's super for practical. Now, another thing again is what? Lifetime access to our materials. Take note of this thing, lifetime access to material. Now, it simply means that if you mix classes, the videos are there, you will go and watch it, right? And I want to tell you something. When we say lifetime access, it simply means that even in next year, the videos are there for you. Next 2 years, the videos are there. I'm going to show you guys so you to understand what we are saying. All right. I believe Hashtag missed class today, and I'm sure that when we go back, he will go and watch the videos. This is to tell you that these things are what real and is what there for you. Not that somebody when you miss class and they will tell you, you know what, we are sorry you can't be able to access the materials again. Possibly, you know, when you mix it, you have mixed it, right? No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. Another thing again is growth internship program. I don't know if you guys have started seeing our programs. You're following us on our social media. You see us talking about the growth internship program, why there is need for you to upskill, where there is need for you to work on real world case studies and thereabout, real world case, you know, projects, you understand? So internship program, very important. I mean, very, very important that you acquire these things and work on projects. Now, let me tell you one amazing thing about this our internship program, right? Organizations, sectors, recruiters are not just interested in your certificate. Take note of this, take that from me. They are not interested in your certificate, they are interested in what? Your projects, what you have done. Now, nobody cares about if you graduate with MBA, if you graduate with Harvard University, or thereabouts. Nobody cares about that, but they cares about what? What have you done using those skills? What have you done using these tools? If you say that you're a data analyst, fine, good. What have you done? What are the projects you have worked on using what? These data analytics tools? You understand? And I always tell people something, take that from me. One of the things that will set you apart from all other job applicants is that your portfolio showcases the real world case studies or projects you have worked on. You know, imagine you sharing your portfolio link with somebody and it's showing how many projects you worked on. Are you telling me that they will not hire you? Even if they don't hire you, that's why they will call you for an interview. All right. So these are the things that you should be focusing on. Anyway, you want to learn this thing, please ask them, is there an internship program? You understand? Is there internship after doing these skills? And that's what we do at Amdor Analytics, right? Another thing again that you need to understand about Amdor Analytics was post-training support. Post-training support. Now, it simply means that after your training, we are still there with you. All right. Ask questions, we will respond. It's not that when we stop training, we lock group chats. No, never. Like never. We even have an alumni group where we can move you to, you know, stay in that alumni group, enjoy life with us here, and then we have a lot of things going on that alumni group, right? So it's not that after training you and they will lock group and they will tell you, thank you for banking with us. No. Another thing again is what? Job recommendation. Very, very important, very, very important, all right? Now, what do we do with this, right? That a lot of times people do reach out to me that, okay, do you guys have somebody they can refer to take this role? And we have gotten a lot of people, but to be very honest, right, is that most of those companies are in Lagos, Nigeria, and most of my students are not in Lagos, Nigeria, and in most of them, they are just like in diaspora. They're just not in Nigeria, right? But then we are trying to make sure that people acquire the skills in Nigeria. You know, when people are saying there is no job in Nigeria, yeah, there is no job, but there is job. I will tell you, we have been looking for a particular position over the months now, months now, I'm telling you, but I know how much you want to pay for that particular role, right? Somebody reached out to me from UK and said, here, do you have anybody that you will refer to us to teach business analysis in UK, to teach business analysis in UK, a tech company? And I've been looking for that. Now, what am I trying to bring out here, right? It's not every, when you say there is no job, there is job. The question is, are you ready? How skillful are you? Do you have those in-demand skills? You understand? Do you have those in-demand skills, right? Now, another thing again about this program is what? Mentorship sections where you meet with us, talk to us, and we guide you. We will guide you. Okay, these are the things that you guys are saying that is your problem, and you know, guide you through. That's why it's important that when you're acquiring your skill, please acquire it with people that are ready to answer you, attend to you anytime, any day. Right. Now, another thing again about Amdor Analytics is what? Projects. Now, we have done like is projects. Anybody that has gone through our program will understand what I'm saying. Projects, you need it. Now, there's no how you work at the end of everything. You will not add projects to your portfolio. You see a lot of people that they finish this program and you ask them, how far now? How many projects have you done? I said, we did not do one. No. We did not do one project. And you said, come on, you spent 2 weeks, you spent 4 weeks, 5 weeks learning this thing, and you not work on any project. So what does it mean, right? Now, this is to tell you, and not just projects, right? Real world case studies that you add about 15 of them. When you plus what you do inside these classes plus internship is going to mark about 15 projects, right? And the last about Amdor Analytics is what? In job interview preparation, very, very important, very, very important. These are the softwares that you are going to be. Now, job interview preparation is that when you have job interview and you reach out to us as a student or as an alumni, hey guys, can you guys help us? Can you prepare me for an interview? We have been doing it and we will continue doing it. So that's the amazing thing about Amdor Analytics. These are the tools that you will be working with as a data analyst. One of them is what? Excel. You know now. Number one is Excel. The of them all. It's Excel. All right. By what? Visualization tools. One of the visualization tools, which is Power BI. We have SQL, right? We have GitHub. You'll be working with GitHub. You'll be working with ChatGPT and AI. Now we're trying to move the program to AI based because trust me, AI is everywhere, and that's what we are trying to implement in our program. All right, so these are the tools that you will be working with. Now, let's talk about the roadmap to become a data analyst. Forget about that, data scientist. I still ethics data analyst, okay? Now, these are the things that you'll be learning. You'll be learning Excel. Number one thing is what? You learn Excel. Now, not just Excel, right? Not just your normal Excel. These are the things you'll be learning. We start from the very basic to the intermediate to the advanced. Now, the advanced, when we talk about advanced, we talk about what? Data visualization, all right? Pivot table, data modeling, DAX. DAX is not here, but DAX and VBA and macro. I don't know if you've ever done any of this program before. Have you done this program before? I've learned Excel before, and you've done macro. You know what macro is and VBA, right? Well, as if you're using Excel to code. So that's what it simply means. And that's what we do at Amdor Analytics here, right? And the Power BI, now the Power BI that we do here is not just the normal visualization that you see. We do data flow, data maths. I don't know. We're not just Power BI. After learning our Power BI with Ox, you become a Power BI developer. Now, before you call yourself a Power BI developer, you have mastered the cloud base of Power BI. If you have done any of this program before here and you understand what I'm saying, you have mastered the cloud base of Power BI, where you looked at data math, data sets, data flow, and all that, right? So these are the things that we do at Amdor Analytics. And then we move you to SQL. Very important. I mean, very, very important. Like, a lot of people will be like, you know what? I don't know if I can do this SQL. It's so confusing and there, but it's not about our own, right? SQL is very easy. If you can understand English, speak English, understand, you can use SQL. And you can see how amazing we are going with SQL. We even move towards ER. Okay, entity relationship diagram, move to if you move to store procedures and thereabouts, right? These are the words you will get when you not just that, and not just that, right? ChatGPT for data analytics is there too. I'm sorry, I don't have that there. Now, these are the benefits, right? These are the benefits that you get when you enroll for our program. Now, let's look at it. Number one, please take note of this. LinkedIn optimization, very important. I mean, very, very important. You know, it's also amazing when people say, I don't know how to use LinkedIn. I don't know what LinkedIn is like. Please, oh, LinkedIn is powerful too. I'm telling you this from my heart to you. LinkedIn is actually a place that you don't need to avoid. I will tell you, you can actually lock your Twitter, but then please don't lock your LinkedIn, right? It's important. If you have not learned anything from me today, please hear this from me that I said, one lady, you went for one masterclass, and that person said, please be serious with your LinkedIn. Okay, be serious with it. If you want to get job as SAP, there is a trick to that on LinkedIn, and that's what we teach our students, right? That is what we do with our students. Please post every day. Talk about your skills on LinkedIn. Amazing things that you are doing, you are learning, you are doing, posting it on. Trust me, you will get job ASAP more than every other person, even those that spend years on LinkedIn. I'm telling you this, right? So one of the things that we do with our students is to make sure that you get a standard LinkedIn optimization. Standard LinkedIn optimization, right? You need to optimize your LinkedIn because you can't say you're a data analyst and nobody sees your LinkedIn to be optimized. No, come on now. So you need to have a standard LinkedIn optimization. Another thing again is what? Upwork optimization. Now, let me tell you something. One thing I always tell people, right? See, please take this from me. Take this from me. One, there are two things about technical skills. You want to become a tech person, there are two things about it. You see, part of it is what? the technical skills, I've acquired it. You see the big part of it, that's where work is. You see the big part of it is what? How do I monetize my skills? How do I monetize my skills? That's another part of the let me say tech skills or tech program that is important. Please, when you want to acquire your technical skills, and that's what we do at Amdor Analytics, acquire this role from people that will tell you truth, from people that will guide you, from people that are willing to help you to excel. Okay, and that's what we do. We look at, okay, we don't want to say that job market is saturated now, but then we use another platform to ensure that our students get these jobs, right? Using Upwork. One thing about this is after teaching people, they will just go back and sit down and be expecting manna to fall from heaven. No, it doesn't work that way. So you need to understand this thing, right? Upwork optimization is important. I mean, it's important. Last week, I think, last week, Friday, we had a session about Upwork optimization on our Instagram live, and it was so amazing. Now, let me tell you something we do at Amdor Analytics. We guide our students to ensure that you get this Upwork optimized. And for people that know me, that you know me over the years, right? Over the years, I have trained 3,000 people. I've trained over 3,000 people. I've helped them to optimize their Upwork. This will not be story. And after that, they are getting job. This testimony is everywhere. Go to my LinkedIn and search for me on LinkedIn. You will see screenshots of people that have helped to optimize their Upwork, and you see. So you see how much these guys are making and thereabouts. Now, what am I saying here in essence is that what? And help our students optimize their Upwork, make sure that you monetize your skills. And aside from that, LinkedIn CV review, very important. You are going to have one-on-one CV review with us. Now, it's important. I mean, 100% important you learn how you optimize your CV. See, you don't understand this thing. You see, acquire the skills is good, but do you know one of the things that will make a recruiter to call you for an interview is how you structure your interview, your CV. I don't even understand how you revamped your CV is one of the things that will make a recruiter to even invite you for an interview. So it's important you know that you need to have a standard. Even when you acquire these skills, you have a good CV. I've seen a lot of people, they'll be telling me there's no job. And you ask them, can I see your CV? And you see their CV, yourself, you are ashamed, but they shame you, right? And this is what it takes, right? Now, it is good that you know that you need to have a good CV. Very important. Now, another thing again that you do at Amdor Analytics is what recommendation. I've thought about it, right? Reference letter is important. We will give you reference letter. Now, one thing about this reference letter is that what we do at Amdor Analytics with our students, use Amdor Analytics as your work experience on your LinkedIn and your CV. Okay, use it on work experience as with LinkedIn on your CV. You know why? When recruiter reach out to you and they're asking for reference later, you will reach out to us. We will give it to you. We will give it. That's one thing amazing about it. One thing is that some recruiter, they don't want to hire anybody who doesn't even have any experience as a tech person. You understand? They're looking for somebody who has worked somewhere as a tech person. Use Amdor Analytics that you have worked at Amdor Analytics, right? As a data consultant, as a business consultant, something like that. So at the end of everything, what do? You have it, and when they reach out to you for reference data, you reach out to us and we'll deliver it. Amazing. We have been doing it. And at the end of everything, you are gonna get certified, right? The program, you will get certificate, right? Now, this program is going to last for 3 months live classes. Okay, 3 months live classes, 1 month for custom projects, right? Another 1 month for free internship program. That's what 5 good months. Imagine you learning something for 5 months. 5 months. 5 months, no be 5 weeks. So 5 months, not 5 weeks, right? Not 5 days, 5 good months that you are going to be learning this thing. Now, when we started, I said something. We are a tech company committed to equipping individuals to acquire these in-demand skills, becoming a global talent with our comprehensive, take note, I said that, with our comprehensive and accessible training programs, right? That's what we do at Amdor Analytics. Imagine you learning data analytics for 5 months. Are you saying you will not be good? Come on now, you will be good, right? Now, I know people out there that will tell you, you know what? come and learn this thing for 5 weeks. I have a lot of them, 5 weeks, and I'll be like, come on, 5 weeks, what will you learn? 5 weeks. It's not that you not learn, you learn something that, but you know what you learn in 5 weeks. Okay, so these are the platforms that we show our students that they can use to apply for jobs. And that's what we do here. We show you these platforms. We have LinkedIn, we have job visa, we have UK visa. And some of all these things, now we're thinking about some of all these platforms, right? You can actually get sponsored visa in some of all these platforms, right? That's what we do at Amdor Analytics, using the job market. So these are the facilitators, people that will work with you, and my humble self, right? And I'm on social media platform except TikTok. Please reach out to me and then let's talk and connect it to me, all right? I'm on all social media platform except TikTok. Now you can see my amazing colleague. This is Sandra Sagide. Sandra is an amazing person who has about 5 years of experience, working as a data analyst and BI developer, all right? And she has tutored over 3,000 participants. So these are people that you know that these guys are not just they are facilitators, not just the word facilitator, but they are teachers. They are born teachers, right? And these are my good person again. This is Yakub. Yakub is a data scientist and a business analyst who is working currently with Reno Money. That's actually one of the biggest leading fintech bank in Nigeria currently, right? Yakub is working currently with them. And this is Efasa. Efasa is another amazing person who is the data analyst and data visualization expert with about 5 years of experience. And this is Efasa. Efasa is everywhere on LinkedIn. Check him out. You see the amazing things that these guys are doing. You know that yes, people that are here to train you, they are not just kids. They might be small in like small stature, but trust me, there are people that know what they're doing, right? People that are dedicated to impart values. I mean, impart values, right? And this is another person again. They have a lot of people out there. I think there's some people that are not here. So this is Blessing Ibrahim. Blessing Ibrahim, who has about 5 years of experience as a data analyst, and of course, she is backed with a solid foundation in mathematics. That is, she's a mathematician, right? And who graduated with first class honor. And of course, Blessing has trained over 2,000 participants. If you look at these guys, you see how many they've trained. The simple means that you are going to be working with what? Tutors. People have trained people and they understand what it takes to, to impart values. People that are ready to impart values, right? And then let's talk about the training fee. Yeah, the training fee. I have seen a lot of things that you have said here. Okay, tell us about the training fee. So the training fee is this. Okay, the program is going to last for what, 5 good months. And then the training fee is 200,000 naira, 250,000. That's the actual price. The actual price is 250,000, right? As of for today. Trust me, for today is going to change. I'm being honest, right? It's going to change. Now, why am I saying this, right? We are because and the discounted price, let's talk about the discounted price for now, is 200,000. Now, instead of paying 250, you are paying 200,000. You are paying 200,000. Now we are on discount, right? Now, your first payment, right, is 150,000. Your first payment is 150,000. And to balance 50,000 5 weeks into your program, to balance 50,000 5 weeks into your program. Now, let me tell you something about our training fee. Our training fee has been like this for over 1 year now. Okay, if you have attended any of our program, like about August last year, from August last year, you understand what I'm saying. So this training fee has been like this for over 1 year now. And you understand what the situation is now, right? So it simply means now, let me tell you, the training fee has been like this when we have been doing our program for 3 months. 3 months, right? We moved the program to 4 months, it's still like this. We added internship program, it's still like this. Making it 5 months for this, right? And I want to tell you for free, it should not be like this. Very, very soon, the program fee will not be like this, okay? Now, this is what it takes, and this is our accounting, our account number here. So start your payments now. Now, let me tell you something. The best time to upskill is never tomorrow, is now. Okay, don't say that, oh, do you know what, I will not upskill, I will do that next week, I will, I will upskill next year, I will upskill next month. The best time to upskill is now. Start that process now. And I want to tell you, imagine you, like a job, like a job opening, that somebody reach out to you, please can you take this job opening, Emmanuel, and you are finding it difficult to take that job opening because you don't have that demand skills, right? You don't have what it takes to take that job opening. That will be a very big something for you. I don't want to use some words that you might know what, right? But that's what it takes to means, right? So acquire the skills now, be job ready, that when the job opening or job opportunity comes your way, you'll be able to grab the job opportunity. You will be able to grab the job opportunity, right? So this is our trend, our account details. You can make payments and then send the proof of payment to this number. If I were you, I'll just screenshot it. I'll just screenshot this thing, right? And of course, if you're on our platform, we always drop that on our platform, on our WhatsApp platform. Okay. Now the days of the program is the days of the programs are Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays and Sundays, right? Saturdays 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. West African time. 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. West African time, right? And then Sundays are 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. again. Then Thursdays, we do meet 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Usually it's 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, why are we meeting that Thursdays, right? Now, the purpose of meeting that Thursdays is what we call drop-in. It's just to ensure that everybody, we are good before starting a new topic. And that's just what we have been doing. You know what you do, right? There are a lot of people out there that want to acquire these skills. Some people now, do you know what they do? They will just go live on Saturday. Then on Sunday, they will give you a video to work on. Is anyone wondering what is same as? For anyone wondering, okay, what is same as UK time? Yeah, yes. Okay, yeah, thank you very much for that hash tip. Yeah, it's same as UK time, West African time, okay? It's the same as UK time, okay? If you are joining us from United Kingdom, so the WhatsApp means like we here in Nigeria, we are using UK time. As of today, we are on the same time zone, right? So that's what it's simply means. Now, and they will just do what? They will just give you one live class being Saturday, and you will not see them again till the next Saturday. Okay, but we are 100% available. I mean, 101% available for our students. 101%, and we have you're on our WhatsApp platform, and you are seeing series of programs that we are having every day, and this is to tell you how these guys are ready to impact the society, how we are ready to give out what we know, that we help people. You know, we said something, you becoming a global talent. It's not, you can't just sleep and wake up one day and become a global talent. No, it requires your diligence, right? And that's what we do here at Amdor Analytics. Right? That's what we do here. Now, that discount, I mentioned the 50% discount, right? It is available for just first 20 people. For just first 20 people to register for the program. The first 20 people to register for the program, right? That's what that 20% discount is. And our next course starts from 26th of October. And I want to tell you that we don't longer have time, right? You no longer have time. Don't say that 26 is too far now. Maybe by the time you reach out to us and we have gotten to the first 20 people and we tell you, okay, thank you very much, you can still enroll for our program. But instead of you to pay 200,000 naira, you are paying the actual amount, which is 250,000 naira. All right, 250,000 naira. So what I'm saying here in essence is that let's start making your payments now. These are people that have registered, gone through our program, and they've gotten job. Okay, we have a lot of them out there, and we are yet to update this slide. And this is Timmy. Timmy is another amazing person. Whenever I see Timmy's picture, I always smile, like, why? Because Timmy just 2 months into her program with Amdor Analytics, she got her job, and at UK, and she was like, you know what, Timmy, I don't need their SK, because I think that time they finished Excel, they finished Power BI, she got that job, and she said, well, that job just required the use of Excel. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. She said, you know what, here, that job required the use of Excel. I don't need SQL again. And she left, and today, she never comes back. And that's just what it takes for it. You can just have 2 months into your program and you get that job. You don't need to wait to say, I don't, let me just start later. No, the best time to upskill is now. That's just the best time to upskill, right? All right, so now let's dive into a lot of people that have gone to our program and their testimonies, and you can listen to these guys here, right? This is Oluwatobi, this is Bolaji, and this is Sadiq, and this is Femi. We have a lot of them, right? And you can check us, and you can check these things out on our YouTube. Okay, you can check it out on our YouTube. Okay, let's go through this and we'll go back to that. Okay. Now, this is some of the students that have gone through our program and what they are saying about us on LinkedIn. And this is Oluwatobi. Oluwatobi is another amazing person, okay? Toby joined us from United States, as US. And this Adedonyi is joined us from Nigeria. And Akisa joined us from United Kingdom. And Akisa was here, I think about 2 days ago when we had our business analysis masterclass, okay? And this is Toby again. These are what these guys are doing, amazing project that these guys are working on LinkedIn. You can see when we say that this program is business, is practical based, you are seeing amazing thing that these guys are doing. And this is Chidima. Chidima is another amazing person. Chidima got a job as a business analyst. I'm sorry, we are yet to update this slide, but these guys are everywhere. They're on LinkedIn. You can check them out and see the amazing things that they are saying or they are doing, right? So this is Chidima. Chidima just finished our program, and of course, she got a job as a business analyst, right? So this is Michael, and these are some of the guys that have gone through our program and what they are saying about us. Okay, so now I want to show you guys something. About when we say, just a second. Just a second. Okay, when we're talking about how much you can earn as a data analyst, I want us to do something. Let's small quick. So, I told you guys, we scraped that data, the first data, we scraped it from Indeed. So let's do something now. Let's say Indeed, right? Indeed jobs. So let's use Nigeria. I know most of you guys here are in Nigeria. So let's say, look for Indeed jobs. Okay, let's say jobs in Lagos. So we are using Indeed. Now, this is 12th of October. You can see today's date is 12th of October. Okay. About God of what? I didn't get that. I didn't get that. So okay, someone said something, but I didn't get that. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to look for data analyst job. So let's look for data analyst. So we have data analyst here already, and let's search for it. Okay, now let's look at this together. Junior data analyst. Junior data analyst. How much they want to pay this guy? Now, this one is not a job that is in UK for you to say, it's because it's in UK. Look at it here, 200,000 per month, and which is not too bad if you are just starting your role. Okay, if you are just starting your role, so this is not too bad. This is not too bad, and their needs. Let me look at this job was posted on what was that? Okay, expected start date. I think this is not the job, but nevertheless, let's look at their qualifications. Microsoft Excel. Do you see it? Can you see it? Proficient knowledge of Microsoft Excel, right? It's a must. It's a must. Then the question is that one thing I always ask myself, Shinye, how best can you do this thing? How best can you tell this guy something? How best do I need to do this so that people will understand what we are saying and what we are doing here? Right? Nobody is coming you, nobody is telling you, oh yeah, bring this thing at the end of it. No, we are showing you, look at this one now, data analyst. Let's look at it together. And you're seeing that what you need to learn to get this job is not much. It's not much, honestly. Okay, this is data analyst, right? Lagos. So let's look at they not have the amount they want to pay. Okay, we'll look for the one that has the amount they want to pay. Okay, we'll look for the one that has amount they want to pay. So this is Lagos again. Okay, this one doesn't add the price. Most times they do add the prices, okay. Data analyst, Polaris, Digital Tech Limited. Okay, you can see. Let's look at even the job description here. Let's look at the job description here. Oh, why is my this thing moving too fast? Okay, full-time Ikeja Lagos. Okay. Okay. 23 years, which is not something bad. It's something that we know how to do it at Amdor Analytics. Forget. You use Amdor Analytics as your work experience. We know how to do it. You get to that 2 to 3 years experience. Right? In as much as you have worked before, you find a way to make it happen. All right. I'm looking for the one that has price, because most times they do add their prices they want to pay. Okay. Okay, look at this one now. Collections analyst. Now, one thing about you, okay, this is even job opening at Reno Money, that way I said that one of my colleague is working at. You can see it here, Reno Money. What proficient in data analysis tools like? You see number one, right? Microsoft Excel, SQL, and Power BI. Auto, what they need from you? What they need from you. Now, what the question is, what is it taking you to start upskilling now? I don't even understand. Like, why delaying yourself to start upskilling? You know, a lot of people will be like, you know what, I don't have this money to enroll for the program, but you know that how much the benefits you be getting after, you know, after you have acquired these skills. After you have, even your first salary will be like, what? You have seen the one that we saw now. Junior data analyst, they want to pay the person 200,000. Don't say that 200,000 is small, because you need to start somewhere. Okay, you need to start somewhere. Look at the business analyst here, right? Business analyst. This one is 270. You want to pay 270. Not too bad. What you need to just is to start first, right? Get that experience. And of course, you are working with a company doesn't really mean that you cannot work with another company. You understand? It doesn't mean that you cannot work with another company. So application deadline is on 20th of this, and today is 12th. So it simply means that you're a business analyst in this house. Please look for this job and apply for it. Okay? Look for this job and apply for it, right? And you know, when people are saying there is no job, I'll be like, how many have you applied for in a day? How many? And you know, that little things that you think that doesn't matter, that you are Excel, just be proficient with Excel. Master Excel from the very intermediate to the advanced, to the basic, intermediate, advanced, know VBA very well. That's how to use Excel as if you are coding to automate your tasks, because of course, when you're working, you need to work smart. Okay, at the end of everything, when you go for an interview, trust me, they don't need much. Just those things I feel like that it doesn't matter. Right. So we have looked at it indeed, and that's how we have it everywhere. We have read. Let's say you're looking for another opportunity in, let's say you want to get the opportunity in international websites. Okay. Let me see if I can see read jobs. Okay, let's see read jobs UK. So look at it here. So what you do, you type what you're looking for. Okay, so data analyst. So your location, let's say your location is, the location you are looking for is United Kingdom. And then let's search for it. You can look for anywhere, right? You can search for anywhere. It's amazing when people say there is no job out there. There is no job. Are you kidding me? There is no job. You will be like, are you ready to work? I don't want people reaching out to me, can you take up this thing? I'll be like, no, I'm so busy. And so that's how I do ask myself, You know, when I said I'm so busy, do you know that there are a lot of people out there that are saying that they did not see job? Anytime I look at myself, I say, no, I can't take up this thing. I'm so busy. I'm so busy at the moment. A lot of people are still saying, I don't have job. Now, why are you saying all this training is because my this thing is here, my CV. There was a time I uploaded my CV because here, you can see it here. You can register your CV, okay? When you drop your CV, they will be sending these job openings on your yeah, thank you very much for that engagement, Hashtag. You are so amazing person, right? So you'll be getting these job openings on your email, right? Direct to your email. That's why you are seeing this training that you are seeing here. Is because this thing is here, right? So, and you can see, let me even look at how much they want to pay trainees, right? These guys, no, these ones they pay very well. They pay very well. So let's look at this. Though this one is you can actually look at it here, £50,000, okay, 30 to 50,000 pounds per annum. So this is how much they will pay you as a trainee. What will you be training? Look at it here. Junior data analyst, £50, right? And you can see business analyst, £60. Business data analytics analyst, 80. Because, a lot of money, I don't want to start mentioning a lot of websites that you will use to get these things done. And trust me, you can, just like you say that you want to leave Nigeria, you don't have skills, you don't have technical skills. Are you kidding me? You want to transition to another country, want to relocate to another country, you don't have technical skills. Do you want to be doing care job there? Do you want to be doing care job? That's the question. No. You want to go there and work as, get that job, that job, like when you're working, you have that work-life balance that you are looking for. That's where technical skills comes in, right? You need to acquire these skills to be able to equip yourself and get this job, right? Okay, so I don't know, a lot of things I can just go on and show you on and on. Is it when we say that you have lifetime access to all these things, right? Let me see if I can show you. Okay, let me show you our classroom that we use for our training, right? When we are telling you that you will have lifetime access to all these materials and you can see them here. So let's go down to this one so that it won't be as if we just selected the one that just happened this year. So let's just go down to this, right? Okay, so this classroom is last year. So last year, okay, I will answer that. Okay, I will answer that. So now let's look at this together. So this classroom is last year. So let's go down. Let's just stop here. This is Power BI. This classroom was, this video was posted August last year. You can see 29th of August, 2023. So let's see if the video is still there. When we say you have lifetime access to the materials, so let's see if the video is still there or not. Let's see. So you can see it here. You can see it here. So the video is still there. So this is the student, she was sharing her screen and there also. So when we talk about lifetime access, we don't promise you what we cannot do. No, not at all. You have access to everything. And none of this class is just like, okay, go and watch this video or go and carry this PDF. No, all the classes, you can see it, mentorship section, where we have the mentorship section, you can see the SQL, you can see the LinkedIn optimization, and you can see Upwork optimization, you can see custom projects. All these things are there, and these are the things that you are going to be enjoying when you enroll for our program. All right, so I want to take questions now. Okay, before we take questions, just a second, I want to share back my screen for those that want to start making payments now. So just like what Hashtag said, he said that even these programs are quite expensive over there. If you want to enroll, start this program, you want to say that you are in UK, you want to start this program here. Everyone in UK, I mean, UK is expensive to get the, okay. Yeah. Okay, so please, what's the difference between business analysis, and business analysis? Okay, so I can tell you that both are different, right? Because both are looking at technical skills that has to do with although the business analysis, most of the key skills that they use, they are not like, they are just like Jira and all that, right? But two of them use the same tools. Two of them use the same tools, right? Business data analysis and business analysis. Now, let me tell you what it simply means. Some organizations, right, what they do is that when they want to teach business analysis, they don't teach the technical skills. They don't teach the technical skills, right? They just go down to methodology, understanding Agile, gathering requirements and all that, Jira and all that, right? So these are what they do. But you having the technical data part of it, right, is where we call the technical part of it is where we have to do with what data. Now, let me talk about Chidima. Chidima is students. So Chidima did a business analysis program as a master degree. And then at the end of everything, she got a job that she requires the use of Excel, right? She don't know how to use data. Let me note this thing from you. Business analysts, well-trained business analysts, they don't use data. But they don't use data. But if you want to be trained well, what we advise is that go for training where they use data to train you. So I think that's why we have that business data analysis. Okay. Now, business data analysis involves the use of data analytics, Excel, Power BI, and SQL. Then join with all other business analysis tools. Because in a core business analysis program, they don't teach Excel, they don't teach Power BI, they don't teach SQL. So at the end of everything, if you joined any of our if you joined the masterclass we did about a few days ago, so our tutor who Tosi took business analysis, she is my colleague, right? Now, when she started her journey, she started as a business analyst, right? She did her business analysis, and she was not tutored with business, all these technical tools like Excel, Power BI, and all that, right? So it was later that she now find out is a need for her to do what? Learn all these skills, learn all these technical skills, because to be honest, you need it. You need to learn how to use Excel and then how to use Power BI, especially as one of the visualization tools out there. As a business analyst, come on. You are there to make a decision for these guys, not just talk. Sometimes they use data. So that's where that data business analysis comes in. Do you understand what I said? I just said now, I don't know who asked that question. Okay, Taiwo. Taiwo, do you understand, please? All right, thank you very much. So guys, just like we said, you can start making your payments now. You can start making your payments now. It is important that you know that, yeah, we have started and we mean it. I don't know, we have shown you guys, I don't know best way, the best way we can, show you the good things about tech. I don't know the best, when I say best way, I can show people the good things about tech. When you talk about tech and you start talking about what it take you to acquire this technical skill, people will start running away. They'll be like, it's too much. I won't do it too, blah, blah, blah. But if you know how much you will gain, what you will earn at the end of everything, I want to tell you, now peanut you they pay. I'm sorry for using that word, but that's what it simply means, right? Because I know personally, I will hit my chest, I will tell you, I know how much people can learn to do these things. Nobody can do data analytics program for 5 months and collect less than 500, right? When I say less than 500, let me just use that word, less than 500, right? So that's what it simply means. When we are doing it, you can see 2 weeks now, you can see 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 200,000, 4 weeks. Nobody want to do five months training with you. What's internship? Talk with you for 5 good months. God amazing. So that's what we do at Amdor Analytics. We are getting there actually. I know how much that's collect 4 months. I was training somebody yesterday. I don't want to mention the name of the EdTech company. 4 months training and they're collecting 1.1. 4 months, data analytics and 1.1 million that they're collecting. And yet people are buying the program 100%. All right. So do you have any questions? Please, let's take questions so we can, call it a day. Let's take questions. If you have any questions, sorry about that. So let's take questions, guys. Let's take questions. I want to zoom that business analysis training in Amdor Analytics involve elements of data usage. Yes, we use data. So if you attended our masterclass day before yesterday, you hear when we are talking about it, about you use data. We don't just jump into that things that you used to see out there. When we are saying that we are committed, right? We are saying it and we are hitting our chest that we are committed to ensure that you acquire these skills, not just to, get comprehensive, okay? When Chidima came and she said that, see guys, don't be deceived. You need this data. You need this, you need to know how to use data. And she said something, because you added data in your business analysis program, people will buy it as well. Like people will buy it as well. And that's what it takes. The person that took us business analysis is not far. You can go to our YouTube channel, you watch that class, and you hear from her. She started as a business analyst, and today she cannot, she just started learning Excel now. I mean, few months ago, she just started learning Excel. But she's good with data analytics. But then let me tell you, it's limiting you. There are a lot of limitations you have when you acquire business analysis without data analytics skills. This is Chidima. This is not, these guys they are on LinkedIn, they are everywhere. Search for them, ask questions, ask them if these things that you heard about is true or not. Okay, this is Chidima. This is her name here, Chidima Uzochukwu. All right, she did her master. You can see it there. She did her master's as a business analyst. She got this job, but then there is need for her to understand the uses of data. That's why she came to Amdor Analytics. Right? So it's business analysis training then. Yes, I can say that. Yes, what we do at Amdor Analysis, business data analysis. Business data analysis. But we can't just call it, when you call it that business data analysis, some people will get confused, right? People will get confused. So that's why we are calling it business analysis. I hope you understand that, Taiwo. Hi, Taiwo, can you hear me? Okay, understood. Okay, that's great. That's great. Right? Okay, so let's take... Let's take questions. Can you all hear me, please? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, you can be heard.
Okay. Okay. Then, yeah, thank you very much for that. Okay, so Hashdeep, do you want to say anything? Do you want to, talk to the audience? Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, like I've learned like Power BI and Excel like until now, and like they go in depth, answer the questions, like they clarify everything. They teach really good.
Amazing. So do you guys understand what he said? He said that he started with Excel and currently he is learning his Power BI. And not just we saying it, now we go in depth to, to ensure that we impart this value, Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that, Hashdeep. Okay, so do you want to say something, Okenwa?
I have been a student for, I think, second time. Now,
Yes.
New. Is something distracted me, as a mother, somehow you have to drop for some certain thing. So now I want to continue. Where will I continue from? I already have dropped message on WhatsApp for you.
Okay, we can talk about that later on WhatsApp.
So I've already dropped message. All right.
No problem. No problem. All right. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for joining. I do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Hi, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, can you hear me? Emmanuel Belema.
Yes,
Can you hear me,
I'm good.
Emmanuel?
Yes. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Trust you are good. How is your weekend going?
Thank God. And thank you for spicing it up.
Oh, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. So, are we expecting to see you in our class?
By God's grace.
We want to see you. Want to see you. There are no benefits out there on this thing. It's not. I don't know. Like I always say something. I don't know how I should expose people's brain. I don't know how to open their brain to start telling them. Oh yeah, you need to acquire tech skills. The truth be told, right? Is in demand skills. You can work from anywhere. You can work with any company as long as you have these in demand skills. You are the boss of your own, and of course, you can acquire it and decided to have you not just to work for anybody and then have something like consultation and then it will be working as well. Any country as well. Yeah, just like what Hashtip said, any country you can work, right? Just like I said, currently I am having a lot of companies and brands that have signed me and I've worked with as well as a data analyst and data scientist. And I've not been to all those countries, and this is one amazing thing of acquiring in-demand skills. So you need to acquire in-demand skills, and trust me, the time to acquire it is now. Don't say that it's still tomorrow. Their time to have these skills is now. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. I really appreciate it, guys. Especially people that stay to the end of the program. I really appreciate you guys. It's not easy to stay on a call for 2 hours. You guys are amazing. You guys are MVP. All right. Most valuable people. Thank you guys for joining us. We do appreciate you guys. Bye. Okay, you want to say something, Emmanuel?
I want to plead with you to drop this video on a what's it called?
The WhatsApp.
Yes, WhatsApp page.
Okay, I will do that.
Do that. Look at it again. It's very interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome, son. Thank you very much for that. I'll do that. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. See you guys later. Cheers.
Good night. Thank you and
Hi.
God bless you.
Amen, my you too. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. Can you hear me? I guess you are.
Yep, I can hear you. I forgot to unmute my mic.
Okay, no issues. Okay, thanks for staying till the moment. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you.
Yep,
All right,
thanks.
see you. Yeah, I'll come to your DM. We'll talk about it later.
Yep.
Bye.